All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. This video, which right now I just thought of a title, I might just um title it "They Shall Think Themselves to Be the Good Case" or something along those lines. All right, but basically, man, just going into how, very very soon, which is happening now, but it's gonna be on a much much a bigger scale. Okay, you're gonna have a whole lot of people. Okay, start flocking and well, let me start with that precept. Um, Flocking to the men of the Lord. Okay, seeking answers. All right, because as of right now, okay, we're not the only group out here, okay, who are pushing, who are telling you about these prophecies, because you also have some quote unquote truthers, all right, which say things that are if not the same, similar to what we say in terms of the judgment coming to America. However, all right, they only know it to a certain extent. They only know what's out there, what's the obvious, okay, but we know what's beyond that, okay, according to the scriptures. All right, because now you have people tune into AMTV or Dabu 7 and all that and see the news that's going on concerning America and so on and so forth. Okay, but once that starts, okay, which we've been telling people about that, once that starts, okay, and it continues, all right, and it starts going into more and more of the prophecies of the things we've prophesied of, all right, of the death angels and the wild animals, okay, and the famines, pestilence, chaos, and all those kind of things all at once, all right, people are going to see that it's the hand of the Most High doing it. So who are they going to seek? They're going to seek the men of the Lord, okay, but it's going to be a very chaotic times, man, and are they going to seek, all right, the men of the Lord out of desperation, man. Okay, they're gonna seek the Lord like none other. Okay, because that's how bad it's gonna get, man. And everybody, oh man, they've all heard what we're saying at one point. But when it starts happening to them, okay, you're gonna see how many. Hey, the elders say it all the time, man. After 9/11, their website, their channel, all that, man, people just boom, just started running right to it. You know, Bible sales went up. Okay, because people were seeking answers, man, because they know that this is true and it's coming, but they still want to tell themselves that it's not and live in a comfortable state. All right, but understand that this time, see, after that, okay, things quote unquote became normal again, so they went back to their regular lives. All right, like nothing ever happened, like zombies. Okay, but when this shit hits the fan, okay, and it doesn't go back to normal, it doesn't stop, but it only gets worse, and all you've seen is the prophecies that we've been speaking of coming to pass. Okay, chaos on top of chaos on top of chaos on top of hell. All right, people getting microchipped, people getting killed, raped, murdered, all these different things, FEMA camps, all these different things happening. Who do you think they're gonna seek? The same people who told them about it, man. And it's gonna be on a large scale, man, because this is gonna be happening worldwide. Okay, so they're gonna be seeking their nearest prophets, man. But and here's the beautiful part about it too, man. There's not gonna be a doubt or confusion as to who the men of the Lord are in that day, man. Because ain't gonna be no false prophets out there trying to proclaim nothing. Those false prophets themselves are gonna be seeking the men of the Lord, you know, because the only men who are gonna be bold in that day is the men of the Lord, the elect, because we know, all right, that what we've been teaching is the truth. So when it starts happening, all right, we're not scared of being in danger of lying and misleading the sheep. Okay, like the scripture saying, wisdom of Solomon, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness, okay, in front of such as have afflicted him. So we're going to stand in great boldness, while these false prophets, knowing in their mind that they've been misleading the sheep, they're going to be scared and they're going to be looking for the true men of the Lord. Okay, everybody's going to be looking for the men of the Lord, man, because they're going to be seeking some form of answers. All right, this is Zechariah chapter 8, verse 23. Thus saith Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of all nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew, saying, we will go with you, for we have heard that the Most High is with you. You see? Because when they see the miracles, when they see the spiritual power, when they see the angels, when they see all these different things, all right, and they see the hell, but it's not touching the men of the Lord, okay, and there's a protection and they're being provided for and taken care of. What do you think these people are gonna say? Yo, please, you know what I'm saying? We want to go with you. Wherever you go, we want to go. Isaiah 4:1 is gonna come into play, man, because women they cannot deal with on discomfort. Okay, they can't deal with that, man. So what do you think is gonna happen when all hell breaks loose? They're gonna be seeking people who could take care of them, man. And not even just women alone, but men too. Okay. Um. So I'm going back to Amos. This is Amos chapter 8, verse 12. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. So it's like when you look when you're in your house and you see something, all right, that you're not really looking for, your mind is not on it. You see it all the time. But when you actually need it, you're running late for something, and that's the one thing that you need, you can't find it. You're like, I know I've seen this somewhere. I'm looking, I can't find it. You're looking under your bed, you're looking, in your walls, in your closets, in the heater, everything, you know? And it's gonna be like that for these people, man, because they walk past us all the time, but they're not really seeking us. Okay, so they might, yeah, whatever. It's just those guys, it's just regular, it's a regular routine now. It's part of life. But guess what? When all hell starts breaking loose, all right, those people you just peep from the peripheral of your eye, okay, and you just walk past, man. You're gonna come back looking at that same spot. They're not gonna be there. That's when you're gonna be looking for them. I know they were on this street. Nah, last time I saw them over here. Yo, nah, what? Nah, none of that. Okay, they shall wander. See, they shall wander from sea to sea, looking for the men of the Lord, man. All right. It says they shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. Okay, because they know that's where the answers lie. That's where Isaiah 33 and 6. Right there. All right, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. And what's the fear of the Lord? The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, all right, or beginning of knowledge. Okay, so basically, them right here are gonna seek the word of the Lord, all right, because without that, nobody's gonna have stability. All right. Only the men of the Lord are gonna have stability because what? We have the wisdom and knowledge, all right, of the Lord and strength of our salvation. All right, and it's a treasure. It's a treasure unto us, man. Okay. So I got this next precept, man. This is Zephaniah chapter 3, verse 19. It says, behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out, and I will get them praise and fame in every land where they have been put to shame. Okay, so you can see right here, man, and this also goes into just people seeking answers, man. The talk the Salaki, the talk of the town, okay, is gonna be the men of the Lord, man, the prophets of the Lord, man. They were there, they were prophesying, we didn't listen. And the same thing happened in the time of Noah, okay, which these people, man, I believe there's a precept on this, if I could find it. Oh man. Yes. Matthew 23 and 30. Amazing. It's a spirit to Wadi Al. All right. So all right, this is I start at verse 29. Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because ye build the tombs of the prophets, and garnish the sepulchres of the righteous, and say, which they say this now, if we had been in the days of our fathers, we would not have been partakers with them in the blood of the prophets. See? And that's the same thing that they say now. Oh, we wouldn't have persecuted the men of the Lord back then. We would have laughed at Noah. All those people are so stupid for laughing at Noah. They didn't know that the flood was coming. You're doing the same thing right now. You know, spiritually, we in the shoes of Noah, and us pushing this word is building that spiritual ark. But y'all laughing at us, mocking us. You know, doing the same thing. So what do you think is gonna happen to you? you're gonna taste of the same consequence, man. Okay, the same consequence, man. So when they seek in the man of the Lord, man, they're gonna remember. Oh shoot, we done did the same thing that we did years ago, man, in our past lives, man. That's the same thing they did, man. They denied the Messiah, all right? They mocked the prophets, okay? Which, let me get a precept on that, man. Because you're going to understand that the only people who have the truth, all right, um, on this planet, man, are the men of the Lord. All right, this is Second Chronicles chapter 36, verse 16. Start at verse 14. Moreover, all the chief of the priests, all right, of the priests and the people transgressed very much after all the abominations of the heathen, and polluted the house of the Lord which he had hallowed in Jerusalem. And the Lord, power of their fathers, sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. So the Lord had compassion, all right, on Israel, because he knew the judgment that was to come, because he was gonna ordain it, okay, and to try and not to try and avoid, okay, our people having to go through such judgment. He had compassion, and he sent his prophets, all right, he sent his messengers rising up betimes, meaning early, and sending them to go out there and prophesy and let them know this is the judgment that is coming. You guys have to repent. But it says what? But they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets until the wrath of the Lord arose against his people till there was no remedy. See? So that, guess what, man? That's what's going to happen again in this time. Okay? We warn and warn and warn, but when the judgment comes, that's when you want to believe. Because in this world, seeing is believing. Okay? So that's when you want to believe, but it's too late. All right? It is far too late. This is Proverbs chapter 1, verse 28, and this is what's gonna happen. It says, then, matter of fact, let me see. All right, 1, verse 26, because this whole chapter is good, but just to get to the point, Proverbs chapter 1, verse 26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh. When your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you. See, because the Lord knows what everybody fears the most. Okay, just like you watch Bird Box, and you know what I mean. I didn't watch it yet, but from what I've heard, they see the thing they fear the most, and they commit suicide because they can't handle it anymore. Well, guess what? The Lord is the one in control of your spirit. You ain't gonna commit suicide when the Lord is torturing you, man. Okay, He's gonna be laughing at you, man. It says, "Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but they shall not find me." See, for that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord. Because when you yet had liberty, you hated the knowledge. You didn't choose the fear of the Lord. Okay, so when you call upon Him, He's not going to hear you, because when He called upon you, you didn't hear Him. It's only fair. They would none of my counsel; they despised all my reproof. Therefore shall they eat of the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices. You basically brought this upon yourself, man. All right, we're just here to give you the warning, all right, of what's coming. All right, and you're gonna find out that there's only one group really, all right, that have the truth, and that's the elect. Okay, and right now, primarily, man, yeah, you looking for the truth, man. Starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, man. All right, with the men teaching the same doctrine, that is the truth. Okay, and the Lord is gonna show in the times that everything we've been speaking is gonna come to pass, man. This whole government shutdown thing, regardless of how they want to play it and play games, at the end of the day is gonna lead to one outcome. All right, which is hell and chaos and distress and torments and destruction on America, in America and on America. Okay, that's what's coming to this place, man. um I just finished it. It says verse 32, for the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of fools shall destroy them. See, because right now people thinking that they're prospering. You ain't prospering, man. Right now, what people are doing is prosperity of fools. You have the stock market that's looking good. All right, you have them thinking that the trade with China is looking good, but this is all a setup. The Lord said, "When they shall say peace and safety," which I did a video on that yesterday. When they shall say peace and safety, that's when sudden destruction is going to come upon them. Sudden. So they're not going to see it coming. when they think themselves to be in a good case, that's when the Lord is going to hit them, man. All right. But whoso hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely and shall be quiet from fear of evil. All right. And we see it regardless of how things look, whether they look good or bad in this place. We see the end game, man. All right. So this is 2nd Ezra chapter 5 verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again. And wild beasts shall change their places, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. And salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber, pursuant to Amos 8 and 11, the famine of the word. Okay, because when there's confusion and there's sorrow and people are looking for a way out, that's when the door is going to be shut. Verse 10, and shall be sought of many and yet not be found. See, when all those people who made fun of us, all those people who mocked the prophets, all those people who all they cared about was their job, when it's gone and all hell's breaking loose, they're going to be seeking, man. The whole world, man, they're going to be seeking answers because Esau is not going to be able to give them any answers. All right. It says, and shall be sought of many yet not be found, because it's going to be with those who the Lord has given it to, and that's it. All right. It's not going anywhere anymore, man. We're not giving out any more information. All right. It says, then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon the earth. One land also shall ask another and say, is righteousness that maketh a man righteous gone through thee? And it shall say, no. At the same time shall men hope, but nothing obtain. They shall labor, but their ways shall not prosper. You see? So here it is. When you get stopped by a gang and they're ready to rape your woman and your daughters, all right, and kill you, and you see them getting ready, and you're hoping and praying some way, somehow you can get delivered from somewhere, but nothing is coming your way, then you're gonna understand. All right. You're gonna consider it perfectly. All right. And it's gonna suck because you're gonna be sorrowful and you're gonna wish you could repent. All right. You're gonna be groaning in your spirit like, damn, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, but it's too late. The judgment still has to take place, man, because it's already been ordained from the Heavenly Father. And that's a very fearful thing. Okay. That moment where you realize that you messed up and you're begging for mercy, but it's not coming because the judgment is already set. That's when a lot of people are gonna realize, man. All right. But hey, just keep your eyes open, man, because these prophecies are gonna come to pass. Though it tarry, wait for it. All right, for it shall come and it shall not tarry. All right, Habakkuk 2 and 3, roughly paraphrasing. So, Lord willing, this is edifying unto the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachak Kodash, and Shalom.